stuff and things and whatnot. How's it going out there, Facebook and YouTube land and Twitch? Hope you guys are doing well. We decided, instead of not doing a show, we're going to do a little something. We're going to kind of make it a little bit behind the scenes, but we ended up getting everything all set up. But that's the way we do. It just took 4 hours. So today we are making jalapeno popper grilled cheese. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Hey, Josh, I hear you back there. How's it going, buddy?
It's going okay. It just popped down right here at the bottom of the corner right here.
Hey,
Hi,
there
guys.
you go. Perfect.
All right.
What's new in the wide world of sports with you, Josh?
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Haircut, but still, that's better.
Yeah, you know, haircut.
Haircut.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
All right, so I've never made this before. So I thought, sure, why not do it in front of the whole internet for the first time?
Absolutely. What better?
What could possibly go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong. I mean, technical difficulties.
Yeah. So I'm going to get some jalapenos stemmed and seeded, which means you cut the stem off and you take the seeds out.
It's kind of self-explanatory.
Right. You know, I never know what our audience is like as far as experience in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So
we don't want to assume too much.
I don't want to assume too much, and I don't want to insult your intelligence either.
Right. Well, hey, why are you taking out the seeds?
Just so it's not so spicy.
Yeah, that's where most of the spice is, or capsaicin, right?
Let's see here. My phone's been quiet this whole time. Now it's blown up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's telling me that I'm live.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, Facebook. Missed you. All right. Should we save these for Carl caps, since, you know, caps and stems?
yeah, absolutely.
Something? I don't know. Hey, what do you think of our new setup?
Me?
Sure.
Oh, well, I didn't know if you were talking to me or if you were talking to the
Well,
audience.
I can't hear them, so I'm going to have to go with you.
There's comments. I mean,
is there?
yeah.
I miss that old comment section. Let me finish this here.
Do you want me to run the cameras to show everybody the new setup?
Do what?
You want me to run the cameras to show everyone the new setup?
Run the cameras?
Yeah, just show the cameras. Different.
Oh, you mean run through them on
Yeah.
the? Yeah, sure.
Let's do that. So there's that. Look over at 2, Jared. Wait, find it. That one right there. Yeah. There's that one. 3 right there. And 4 is the close up.
4 is the close up.
Yes.
Also got some bacon going because bacon.
Right.
And of course, anybody that's watched us do bacon on this channel before knows, start it slow. Start it in a cold pan. Why is that, Josh? Do you remember?
So the fat will render better.
So the fat will render before the meat cooks. That's right.
Yeah. And you get a crispier bacon when it's
That's right.
cooked slowly.
And with crispier bacon comes flatter bacon, which is easier to chop too.
Yeah.
The more you know. Now then, get some of this out of here. I'm not too worried about making it totally perfect. It's essentially almost a dip or a sauce, if you will.
A little spice is nice.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Wow, that was weird.
What was weird?
Your mic just did something really strange.
Oh, sorry, people.
Yeah.
All right, let us go to the comments, which will probably be your next stream, by the way.
Okay.
Live from New York City, it's the Audio Roast with special guest, host Travis Kelsey. Yeah, nope, just me. I don't play any football at all. Sorry for you, Mark. What a game, though, huh?
Was
Mark,
there a game?
Mark says, do I get to come down to the audience and eat with you afterwards? Heck yeah, man. Mark, come on down, buddy. It's been a minute since I've seen you. I'd love to have you. Swing by. Shoot me a message. Right now. You won't be the first person to message me while I'm doing a show. But yes, we'll make enough. This is one of those things I should have done in advance. But since we're slowly waiting for bacon, stuff like that. Oh, the other thing that I guess, well, I'll do these first. We got a lot going on for a little bitty sandwich. But that's me. If there's a way to be extra about it, I'll find it. So yes, there was a game, apparently.
Yeah, it's like the like superlative bowl, something like that.
Yeah.
Can you hear me over there? Okay.
I can.
Okay, just
Yep.
making sure. And the Chiefs won, right? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo! Go Chiefs.
Yay.
EA Sports.
They couldn't do it without us.
That's right. Yeah. We're the ones that show up to practice every week.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Uh-huh. Well, what's new in your life, buddy?
I have no life.
Yeah.
You think I'm joking?
No, I know.
I tried to trim my cat's claws today.
Oh yeah, that's always an adventure.
Yeah, it was a total failure. I cut 2, and then I was like, okay, screw it, giving her a break. That's why I get all these lovely little scars all over my especially on my shoulder, because I hold her on my shoulder. Yes. So.
Did you do anything last night?
Sure didn't.
No.
I have recently gotten a new video game and have been playing the heck out of that. So I have forced myself to stay home. But it was funny because there was no less than 3 times that I got up off the couch. I was like, okay, I need to change the scenery because of my ADD. And then I was like, do I really want to mess with, going out and doing all that? And I didn't. I'm okay with that.
Hey, my mom was calling. Yeah, I texted her that we were going live and.
Well, answer it for crying out loud.
She hung up. I didn't get to it in time.
Oh, we'll call her back.
I'll call her back.
I just called to say I missed your call.
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Okay, are you on the air?
I am, and so are you.
Hi, Marcia.
Oh, okay. Well, we were at church. How's it going?
We're cooking. Are you not watching?
What are you cooking?
We're doing cheddar.
Nope.
I'm sorry, jalapeno poppers. Jalapeno popper
grilled cheese.
Yeah. Sandwiches.
What?
Jalapeno popper grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, okay. I could have given you some of my peppers from the fall.
Well, I'm sorry. We just planned this kind of today. It's kind of by
Yeah, we don't do
seat of our
anything
pants, yeah.
planned anymore, apparently.
Okay.
How are things with you, Marcia?
Oh, everything is great, Jared. Thank you for asking.
Good.
How's it going with you?
Oh, just great. De-seeding some jalapenos. Gonna rub my eyes here in a minute, just to, for entertainment value.
Oh, okay. I saw Josh, you had a medium patient.
Yeah.
Well, I just called you earlier to say I love you guys.
I just called.
Yep.
Okay.
We hadn't talked in about a week, so I wanted to say hi.
Okay. We love you too.
Love you, Mom.
Have to bring Jared to the house. Get it done.
Okay, we'll bring him out.
Okay. Talk to you later. baby.
Okay, love you. Bye, Dad.
Okay. Bye.
When you call your parents, do they each have a phone in their own rooms, kind of thing?
No, that's their cell phone, but Dad's kind of in the background, and she'll hand it to him, and I'll talk to him for a while, and I could hear him in the background.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, well, that was high-class entertainment.
I'm telling you, hey, it's more than what I did. I was sitting here dealing with peppers. That's one of those I probably should have done before. But that's what happens when we get spoiled by it not being live very much anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's jump back over to the comments here. Doug Fuller's here. Hey, Doug. My grandmother was such a horrible cook that when she got a hole in her screen door, all the flies in the neighborhood got together and got her a new one.
Oh, I bet that's a joke. I don't think that's real.
Oh, Doug Fuller. Love it. Mark says, Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. It's always Marcia. It is. It is indeed. What are we drinking today? Coffee.
Yeah, just coffee.
House blend. Ah. All All right, so next move. Oh, not yet. I need to get this. And get some parchment paper.
Parchment paper.
What?
Parchment paper.
Parchment.
It's about to get real, man.
It's about to get real.
Let me see. Let me put that on that. See what the heck you're doing there.
We are going to roast these peppers before we use them.
Oh, sweet.
Just for added flavor. Oh, Jolly G. Let me just slide backstage here real quick because I forgot something.
The roaster?
No.
Oh.
I forgot my oil, y'all.
Got the oil.
My bottle is too big to fit in any cabinet we have except for the one back there by the coffee station. So I'm going to take a little bit of oil. Bloop, 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 bloop. I think I'm going to take a little bit of oil. I thought I was going to take a little bit of oil. There we go. Good enough. And then we're going to... I've never done this backwards for TV. It worked out. You have to trust me because I know you can't see inside there. Close that puppy. Turn it on. I can't read upside down or backwards. We're going to... I'm going to come around this way. I don't care what it looks like on TV. I want to bake it. How high does this go? I want 475. No, what do I want? My paper's in my bag. Dang it.
And this is why we usually film these segments.
Yeah, because I don't have my stuff together ever. I want 425. Maybe a broil. Let's take that down. Nope. Okay, we're going to go all the way. We're going to try 400, I guess. We'll just live with it. We'll try that. You could do this in your oven. Looking just to roast them, to char them, if you will. And you can do that at 475 for about 7 minutes. Put them on a cookie tray, little olive oil, put them in there so you get some color. All right, now we're going to chop our onion. We've talked about onion chopping a little bit. We're doing the same as we did last time for the smash burgers. Take your ends off. This is not rocket science, it's an onion. Take your ends off. Once you got that, cut it in half from top to bottomless. You know me, I grab that first layer off of there. A little bit rubbery sometimes. In the springtime when they're actually in season, it's not too bad. I may or may not use the rest of that. I don't know. So we're going to julienne these, and I'll tell you why. Beautiful, beautiful, good enough. Chop, chop. Where's my other end? Chop. Done. Okay, now then on this fancy little new side we got over here. Hey, y'all. Got my oil. A little oil in there. Should have let the pan warm up, but, you know, feeling behind, so that's what happens. And we're going to caramelize some onions because this main recipe that I found on the internet has called for onion powder and garlic powder. Actually, I take that back. It actually called for onion powder and garlic salt. I never, ever use garlic salt. Period. Ever. If you want something salted, salt it yourself. That way you know how much salt and sodium content you're getting. So, we don't need this crap. We don't. We're going to caramelize some onions. Not a lot. We don't want to caramelize them as much as we did for the smash burgers. More of a texture kind of thing. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to rough chop these now that I'm talking out loud. Yep, real rough, hard, rough and hard. And we are going to give these a little bit of a cook to get some sweetness out of it, and then we'll add it into our sauce. Again, like Josh said, in case you missed it or just joining us, we are making some jalapeno popper grilled cheese sandwiches. Why make a regular grilled cheese sandwich when you can act like an adult and zhuzh it up? Josh, do you like to zhuzh your cooking?
I zhuzh all the time.
I thought I heard you zhuzhing back there as you were sleeping.
I wasn't sleeping. I just yawned. I didn't fall asleep today.
I didn't even know you yawned. It was just luck. Let's see here. Doug says, you guys should do a jalapeno eating contest on your show. Maybe some ghost peppers as well. You're invited, and we'll wait for you.
That's a big no for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to prove my manhood by eating a pepper.
Or maybe a hot dog eating contest.
I'd lose.
Now
I'd
you're
lose.
talking, Doug.
I'm not experienced. Well,
I'm not even going there. Deb says, no garlic salt.
That's right. Yeah, baby. Rough and hard. Hey, Deb, what's up, girl? Missed you.
Hey, I think I lost your lavalier.
Uh-oh. Well,
I'm
you
not
want to sneak over there and grab me another?
I can't. One sec. Let me bring up the overhead for a second so I can hear you at least.
I'm too sexy for my mic. Too sexy for my mic. So sexy. Hike, hike. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
You can just set that in that guest chair. You know, I've got one of them fancy little things. Why don't I use it?
Is your new lavalier up?
Heck no, man.
Okay.
Put the onions in.
Okay.
Before I turn it on, I'm going to run it up my skirt. Well, all right, how's that?
Go ahead and talk again.
How's that?
That's beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Nice
I'm
flip.
cooking here. What?
Nice flip.
If anybody's old enough to get that reference, put it in the comments. And I won't shame you for being old, because I knew it. Getting there, looking good. How much time we got on this? Let me not burn my hair off.
How's that bacon coming along? Because it smells
Whoa,
great.
I cranked it up. Hey, don't you know we're on Facebook Live? Hurry up, why don't you?
You lost some, dude.
Shut up! We didn't
Show
lose
off.
nothing. It's entertainment, y'all. I lost some. All right. I'm losing a lot, that's for sure. The other thing it's called for was garlic salt.
Boo.
Boo! Let's see here. If I was salt, I would be... There's pepper. We'll need that. Hey, Josh, next time we do a show, why don't you remind me to get all the ingredients?
That would be, yeah, that's one of the things.
That would make too much sense, right?
Well, you know, we were thinking about cameras. And,
We were.
and such. So...
Now, I know everybody and their mom and grandma probably has a way to get garlic out of here. You can put it in a bag and shake it. You can put it in a thing. They make silicone thing. Look, you can just grab it too. It's all right. I don't want a whole lot. Not looking for a lot. Put this over here. Good, I didn't want that towel anyway. I wanted that one. Garlic. Now everybody knows how to get garlic peeled, right? Josh, you a?
Yeah, you just kind of smash it.
You smash it. Not obliterate it, just crack it open. Make sure that the blade is not towards you. Make sure it's away from you. And I bevel it down just to make sure that I'm not going to get got. Now, I know you guys at home don't have smell-o-vision, but it is already smelling fan-freaking-tastic in here. Isn't that right, Josh?
It's smelling great. Almost good enough
Josh
to eat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Could never be on QVC.
Oh, I'm pushing buttons back here. Come on, man. Give me a break.
It smells great, Jared. It's wonderful. Yep.
Wow.
People should make them.
It is a sensory overload here.
I bet so.
If it were smell, it'd go up to 11.
Oh, okay. I don't want whatever that is, so I'm just omitting it. I hate that stickiness that garlic gives you, but I love the flavor of real garlic. So it's worth it. I also, and I didn't on that one, cut that little woody nub off. Ain't nobody trying to choke to death while they're eating. Yo, Adrian, I'm trying to eat here. Why is everything a Rocky reference tonight? Bada bing, bada boom. Getting there, getting there. Gotta remember, it's at a lower temp, so it's taking a little bit longer than what I had planned. Come on, bacon. Hurry up for the folks, why don't you? Flip over, why don't you? Sure. Thought we were cooking with heat here. Mm-hmm. How's those comments looking?
We got a few more.
Deb says, what are you making? A mess.
Yeah.
We are making jalapeno popper grilled cheese sandwiches. Oh, and it's going to be good. I've never made it before, but somebody submitted, I almost said submitted the song, submitted this recipe, and so I'm trying it. I've never made it before. It doesn't look that hard, but I'm making it harder than it has to be. Right. You could go pick up the garlic powder and the garlic onion powder and keep it simple, but we got a show to do here. Mark says, all this is nice, but I just ordered a cheeseburger and Pepsi. Well, man, you could have had this. And coffee. Deb says, uh-oh. Woody Nub. Hashtag Woody Nub. Yeah. We're gonna have to put Deb in charge of our merch department. She's always good at catching those little blurbs that work. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I must have dumped half of those out. No, not quite. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah. Get off your phone.
1 second. I had a work thing that I had to address. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
There you go. Look
See,
at that.
onions. We're gonna cook them a little bit more, not a whole lot. I know I keep saying that, but that's what we're doing. I'm gonna call these good for now because I want these to cool. Delicious. The other thing I want is a bowl for in a minute. What else? Now, this recipe was intended to make 2 little sandwiches, I think. We ain't doing that. It wanted 4 ounces of cream cheese, so we're doing
8 ounces.
8 ounces
That's
of cream
right.
cheese. It's softened. It's softer than fill in the blank, y'all.
Jared at
Centerfolds.
strip club. Yeah.
All right. So that's very soft, if this is your first time watching. Now what I'm going to do is add in, right here, some garlic.
Hey, I want to bring that over a little bit to catch the camera.
Okay. Let me, I'll move these. These are just going to cool, so I'm going to hang them out over here. It's nice having room to cook, Josh.
It is.
The downside to all this fancy new setup and everything is I used to know exactly where everything was, and now I don't know where anything is. I know what you're saying. Jared, how's that any different from normal? It ain't. Let me go one more. Make it a big guy. Come on, big guy. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's what I love. Gone, done. Now I need something to stir. We're going to go with this. We're not. Because just like the cream cheese, it's pretty soft.
Pretty soft, yeah.
Beautiful. I need, well, that might be a bit much. Who cares? Well, let me tell you something, brother. Nothing. Liz is here. Hey, Liz.
Hey.
How's it going? Hey. What's happening? Before I check that, let me cut these dudes. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to, sorry, Josh, let me get that out of there. I'm going to scoot these over here. And we're going to let them cool, let them cool. How's our bacon? Mid. I'm using a different burner too. I wonder if that's why. That's what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna blame it on it. All right. So now then, where's my in my pocket? Let's pull up this recipe. That'll only take 30 minutes. That and there. Anybody hates when they find a really cool looking recipe that they want to try and you click that link and it's got nothing but
Nudes,
junk
yeah.
and news
Oh,
and pop-ups and crap. And you have to scroll all the way down to get to the recipe. That's why you should just watch the show instead. Just saying. All right.
I can't guarantee there won't be any nudes on this show.
Well, oh yeah, we can. Well, Jay Stevens was on
Yeah.
once.
Well, it's-
Yes. So preheat oven 425. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Brush jalapenos with olive oil. We didn't brush it. We just splash that shit on there. Roast 10-15 minutes. Yep, did that. Remove and set aside to cool. Did that. Medium mixing bowl. Add cream cheese, garlic, salt. Don't use salt. Pepper, onion. Okay, so we could at least do some, a little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. I do not cook with a lot of salt, but I do, I will taste it before we actually use it to make sure that it's done enough. I can already tell I want a little bit more black pepper. I get nervous that I'm going to get made fun of for how much I love black pepper, but
yeah, you know, I go out on the street and everybody asks me, what's it like working with a guy who puts that much black pepper on stuff?
I know. So I'm trying to help filter some of the questions that you get on the street.
Like, hey, man, I just work with him. I don't
Right.
explain him. This weird obsession he has with black pepper. Why it got to be black, too?
Well,
there's white pepper.
there is white pepper. It is hard to find in the middle of
there's
Missouri,
pink
though.
peppercorns, too. So
Yep.
you can do pink peppercorns.
Yep.
And, well,
All right. So we're. I'm going to go ahead and grab
watch
something. I just got to find it. Here we go. This will work. Move this.
it. That is something.
That is something. Make sure you drain this. I'm not doing that. Turn off.
A total turn off.
What's that?
I said it's a total turn off.
Yeah, total turn off. There we go.
Make sure to wipe down your meat, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Hashtag
no
Woody
one
Nub.
wants, no one wants greasy meat.
That's right. Well, never mind. All right. Woo! Wait for it to cool down. Wait for it to cool down. That's what we're going to do. Hashtag nudes. Too cool for school. Kim Hart. Hey, Kim. Where did you get your salt and pepper containers? Love them. Thank you. Amazon. This whole thing is pretty much sponsored by Amazon, except not sponsored. Yeah, no, Amazon. Got all kinds of, like I put this up here. I thought, oh, I'll use this. Nope. Haven't touched it.
That's a spoon holder, right?
It is a spoon holder.
You've had spoons that you could have put in there.
Well, actually,
and
no.
things-
I've used knives, tongs, and spatula.
Yeah, and the spatulas that you use, you dealt with very quickly.
Yeah.
Gone.
Gone. Yeah. So this is cooling down. Those are cooling down. This is cooling down. We're in cool down mode. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Yeah, quit lollygagging here. I'm just going to set this over here. Hopefully I don't start a fire. Just kidding.
We got green onions too?
We do. I don't know
Little
why,
scallions?
but we got them.
Yeah.
I'm looking for this.
Wow, what was that?
Can't tell you.
No, I mean, it was a
sound?
Well, it was a weird, glitchy video thing.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Maybe you stepped on a cord.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Right.
Okay, yeah, these are cool. Yeah, you're already there.
Yeah, I'm already there.
You're the man.
I try to be.
Okay, I'm going to, I don't know how many of these I'm going to use, so I'm going to use about half of them.
We can always garnish it later if you want.
Yeah. Now then, what are we looking for on this, Josh?
We're looking for a rough chop.
Rough chop. Don't be fancy about it. Make sure you use sharp knives, y'all. Dull knives are way more dangerous.
Yep. Sharp knives are safer.
Now, when I say rough chop, yes, but we don't want a big old piece in our mouth. So always keep in mind, people are always asking, how do I know how small to cut something? Okay, are you cooking?
I got
before?
that like 3 times today.
After the wise Jared.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They said, "Hey, why does Jared like pepper so much? And how small should I cut things?"
Yeah.
I really shouldn't talk to homeless people.
Well, no. Yeah, Commercial Street is quite a experience. No, so if you're going, it depends. If you're cooking things, you want them to be cut evenly first and foremost. That way they cook evenly. These are already cooked, so it doesn't matter so much. Hence rough. But when we're taking a bite of sandwich, we don't want a massive piece of jalapeno. We want it chunky. We want to know that we're eating a jalapeno. We don't want it minced. But don't do what I just did, by the way. More on that in a minute. This is what you're looking for. Here, I'll come over here. Let me.
Put it on the close-up one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Let me grab a couple of these here. And there you go.
Uh-huh.
These are little pieces here. Like that. Like, I'll chop that one up a little more. There you go. Like that. Got it? Get it? Good.
All righty.
Rough. In the words of Tina Turner, rough and easy. Or something. All right, now you mix that in there like this, don't you know? Yeah, sure, why not? What's funny is I'm a really clean cook at home.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a slob right now. I'm like just whipping crap here, there, and yon. Doesn't even matter. But it is getting mixed in there beautifully. Again, this is where if we were pre-recorded, you wouldn't have to see all this mixing and mixing and mixing.
We'd either cut it out or we would
edit
speed
it down.
out.
That's right. All right, we're going to call that good because I'm tired of stirring. Nothing like ADD in the kitchen. Yeah, it tasted pretty good, but it was a little underdone. I got tired of babysitting it. All right. See how we're doing here. Got a little surprise for us right there. It's called water. With a lid this time. I'll never live that down where yes, I'm using the same knife. We've used no uncooked protein. I used a different knife for the bacon, pre-cooked. This is all. That stuff matters. Jared, it's just like at-home cooking. Like, I'm not a chef. I know, but don't kill people. They won't come back over when you cook. Watch out for flying bacon. Wasn't that a band name? The flying, or not
Flying
a band
Bacons?
name? The Flying Bacon Brothers or something? Wasn't that
just
like a
Bacon
circus?
Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah. Hear that beautiful crunch?
Mm-hmm. Let's do a gratuitous bacon shot. Ooh.
Mm. All right. Bacon. Beautiful. What a nickel. All right, before I mix this, Kanita says, hey Kanita, by the way, can you leave my lunch for tomorrow? Well, possibly. Chris says, the all-important question, have I missed cutting of the cheese? Not yet. We didn't cut any.
We stirred some up.
We stirred some cream cheese up, but we haven't touched the cheese yet. The Flying Burrito Brothers, Graham Parsons Band. There you go. I knew it was some kind of something.
Everything's some kind of something.
Some kind of something. Some kind of something. We should make a song like that, except for let's not. What am I doing with my life? Okay, so we've got, man, this is looking good. Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I'm really fighting the urge right now not to add shredded cheese right now into this. I told you guys in the past, there are times where it's going to be appropriate to take shortcuts. Tonight is one of those. I'm not grating cheese. I actually didn't buy. I brought bags of it. Whatever I had in my refrigerator is what I brought tonight. So we've got some sharp cheddar. We got sliced. We got Monterey Jack. We got sliced pepper jack. We got Mexican 4 cheese. We've got American. Now, American is a real cheese. I want to point this out. When you buy American, aka Kraft, don't get anything individually wrapped. That ain't cheese. Look in the fine print. It'll say cheese product or cheese something. It is not. Buy it. Make sure it actually says cheese.
I like the ones that say cheese food.
Yes, thank you.
It's like, this is what cheese eats.
Right, yeah. If you want to feed your cheese.
This is cheese food.
Cheese food. All right, so I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to look at my recipe. I'm, like I said, really trying to fight the urge. I don't even know where this came from. But I'm putting it down there in case I need it. Fighting the urge not to want to put some shredded cheese in here. So let's go to the book. It does not say that. I don't care.
You're going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
Oh, you're going to
because it needs some color in there to me. Don't want a lot. Good enough. That was sharp cheddar, by the way, is what I went with.
Be careful not to cut yourself on it.
Those jokes are amazing.
Yeah.
When I go walking down the street.
Yeah. Say, Jared, why is Josh's joke so stupid and corny?
There we go. Yes, that looks way better. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious?
That looks like some sort of dip that you would bake.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I went with the texture of an actual onion and some actual garlic, is because it is almost like a cheese ball or something, except for
no balls.
No balls. Just nutty,
Yeah.
nutty, woody nubs. There we go.
Woody nubs. Nutty woobs.
Hashtag real cheese melts. That's right. Yeah, the other does not. So, good point. That's another way to find out. Is this cheese or not? Why isn't it melting? Must be plastic. All right. Enough of this. Where are we at with this? Slowly but surely. Hey, look over there. More on that in a minute. The other thing that I said, I just remember when I picked this knife up. I want to do not necessarily an episode, because that would be a little extra, a bit too much for what we're trying to do here on the show. But when you're chopping vegetables and stuff, or whatever you're chopping, make sure, first of all, see how the knife is not squared, how it's got this edge? Use that for your chopping and stuff. Once your stuff is chopped like this, I'm going to do this one time just to show you, but go ahead and go back to that shot. Don't chop your stuff and then use your knife to do that. The reason being, your knife over time will start to. I really want to do a full segment on this and show you what it looks like under a microscope. But under a microscope, over time, it actually ends up taking those edges and they almost look like teeth. I don't know if you could see. There you go. Look like teeth. And so when you do that, not in theory, yes, you're dragging that and it'll line them up, right? Yeah, in theory. What actually is going to happen is you're going to do that, and this one's going to come out and over here, and then you're going to have a hole in your knife. I know it's like, what am I doing? Okay, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Damn it. So get yourself a scraper. That's what it was meant for. The teeth don't matter. Yes, you can chop at these, but I don't care about that. Use them to gather your food. Use your knife to cut, not to gather. If you have to, if you don't have one of these, just flip your knife around on the back. It doesn't matter on there. But try to break the habit of scooping with the sharp part of your knife, because it's no bueno. Okay? Okay. That's today's TED Talk, y'all. All right. Let's see here. Save this for over there. A little of this. Now then, the other thing that I didn't do that I could do, but we'll just move this to right here. Perfect. Actually. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go to comments. Uh-oh. Disappointing. I know. Cindy, do you know why she's disappointed, Josh?
No, why is she disappointed?
This recipe has no balls.
Oh, okay.
So, she is obsessed with balls. And when I say obsessed, buddy, I mean obsessed. No. Here's what I'll do.
We'll make a cheese ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why not? I got nothing better to do. Balls.
It doesn't sound like the first time we've heard you say that you've said that.
Especially not like that.
Yeah.
Russell says, looks awesome, man. Thank you very much. Woo! Ethan, thank you. It's good, man. Hashtag that's not a knife. Cindy loves her balls. That's right. If you know anything about Cindy Lucas, it's that. She loves her balls. Nothing to see here. Okay. I had a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Cut to something else.
Okay.
How about you?
What about me?
Go to your camera.
Okay. I can find it. That's me. Hey, guys. So I can't get to them, but we got Cindy Lucas commenting that that I love jalapenos too.
Well, good, Cindy.
And LHDs.
Low hanging.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Is that what?
Watch it be not at all
Absolutely.
any of that.
Yeah. Why don't you, Cindy? I mean, Deborah, why don't you explain yourself, Deborah, on that the LAHDs?
Did you just have a stroke over there?
I did. Yeah. Long-haired dudes. Okay.
Oh.
Can I switch back to you now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
Don't
yeah,
mind me, just cleaning up a little mess. Oh, man. How was it? How was the football game? Everybody enjoy that? Get your kicks? Did your team win? Cool. Doesn't really matter. Anybody go to the chili cook-off this weekend? Josh, did you make it out to the big old Sertoma Festival of Chili?
No, I did not, but I went to I went to Archie's afterwards and saw the Saints, and it was kind of like the official after party, so it was
Nice.
packed and fun. So yeah,
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Good.
both bands performed well.
Oh. Use Texas toast.
Texas.
I went to
toast.
2 different Texases. Went to 2 different grocery stores and nobody had Texas toast. So, I'm telling you, use Texas toast. Today we're not.
We're not using Texas toast.
No, we're not using Texas toast.
You could have bought a loaf of bread,
Well,
uncut loaf of bread, and made your own.
oh, well, what do you think we are, a cooking show?
No, we aren't technically.
Right, exactly. We don't even know what we are at this
Are we
point.
doing this on whole wheat?
Well, it's yes, whole wheat. Is that a problem?
No, I'll eat it.
No, I know you will. I will too.
That.
All right. So while we're waiting on whatever we're waiting on, what are we waiting on? Nothing at this point.
Yeah,
Me.
everything. Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Now that we're waiting on me, let me move this out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's introduce my good friend Butter. Butter
Hey,
is
Butter.
good. Butter is so good.
So, have you heard of using mayonnaise instead of butter?
Yes. I thought it was disgusting, and I did it, and I loved it.
I was absolutely going to tell you. I'm with Babish on this. That's where I'd heard of people doing it before, and then when Babish talked about it and showed it, just the difference it makes, you can't imagine. So why aren't we using mayonnaise? Why aren't we showing that?
Because I didn't bring mayonnaise.
You didn't bring mayonnaise? Okay. But that's a pro tip, people. It
Here's
really
a pro
is.
tip. Make sure your butter's at room temperature.
Yeah. See, mayonnaise is always spreadable.
It's always what?
Spreadable.
Easy for you to say.
Did you just sauce that whole dish in the pan?
Sure fucking did.
When there's a will.
Oh, yeah. That did nothing.
No, I didn't think you'd have to turn it over to get the bottom side where it may have possibly gotten warmer.
Next time I'm bringing a microwave, you could just nuke it for like 7 seconds, and you'll be good. It'll prevent exactly what's happening, which is my least favorite thing in the world. Torn bread.
Yeah, and that big chunk of butter in the center that you're trying to spread out, that is terrible.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And now you made a hole in it, right?
Well, I haven't yet, but I've come really close. Okay. We're going with it. Oh yeah, if nothing else, we're making a freaking mess.
Steamed butter.
Oh, there it
My
is,
favorite.
too.
Yeah, did
That's
it
all
work?
it takes.
Nice.
I want a thing of this. Now then, calm down, baby.
What's in that pot?
Ah,
Never you mind.
that's right. Just like everything else on the show, it's a surprise, Josh.
Eh.
What everybody else have for dinner tonight? That's what we want to know. Oh, here we go. Hot dog.
Hey, you utilized it.
Woohoo! All right. I went to grab my mouse for the comments and got a bowl of parsley instead.
Wow. It's almost the same thing.
Right. Deb says Texas toast is hard to find. Yeah. Since when? How? Why? Freaking pandemic? Thanks. It is hard to find. It never used to be an issue. That was just a game last week. Real sports started today. The Daytona 500, it requires 2 balls. Actually, it doesn't. There is a woman that races, I think. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that I knew a little something about the old NASCAR.
Is that spreading easier?
Well, I'm still on the previous, but just from letting it sit for a second. I don't know. I'm saying that it did. A little bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a dirt bike outside.
It does.
I knew I shouldn't have eaten that burrito earlier.
I think those jalapeno poppers may pop some stuff.
Right. Yeah, right. Again, if we were doing this pre-taped,
Yeah.
I would have just had this all buttered already.
Yeah.
But this is what you get, y'all. This is what you get.
Well, if it were pre-taped, we'd mayonnaise it up.
Yeah. There you go. Your bread's buttered. You happy? That's what's for dinner.
So happy.
All
we got-
right.
we got some more comments.
Now then. What?
We got some more comments.
Oh, yeah. Good. Thank God. Guy makes excellent grilled cheese. Yes, I have to say I'm not the biggest fan of ghee.
Who's Guy?
Are you familiar with what ghee is? Oh, why do I have that? Oh, for the
I know. What, Guy's a French name?
ghee is, to me, I don't like my butter to be browned. Brown butter is burnt butter, and I'm not a fan of that flavor or smell. I could smell it immediately.
Right.
But that's kind of I think ghee is like that and flour. It's like a roux, but not, I think.
Okay.
Tell me, Deb. Help me out. I'm blanking. Chicken burritos. Russell says salmon and veggies is what he had for dinner tonight. Good Lord. You need to come show us how it's done. Christopher says ramen noodles and steroids. Yeah, brother. Nice. All right, so what we're going to do, that looks the same inside. That's good. Cheese. Now then, Josh.
Yeah.
Would you like some grated cheese on there? Would you like a slice of American and grated cheese on there? How would you like me to build you a sandwich?
I like American cheese.
Okay.
What are our cheese options as far as the sliced?
We've got mild cheddar and we've got pepper jack. I recommend pepper jack and something else because it's plenty spicy, but I love pepper jack.
Yeah, I think I'll have American and cheddar since we've got
Perfect.
other.
That's what I'm gonna go
We
with
got some
too.
grated cheese inside that little saucy stuff already.
That's right.
So we
Yes.
got that covered.
Yep.
And I don't want to overload myself on pepper since we've already got the pepper.
That's right. Let me check our secret over here. Oh yeah. Secret. I have a secret. Okay. Now then, let me continue to rearrange things 6,000 times. Okay, we'll warm that back up. A couple minutes. We're making it happen, y'all. We're making it happen. Cheddar and pepper jack on wheat toast is good. Yes, I totally agree. I love that combo. Christopher says, because I just got back from urgent care, negative on COVID. Good. Should be back 100% by Saturday before the debut. Good stuff. Glad that it's not that, but I hate that you're not feeling good. Deb says, ghee is cooked down to clarify. It's more of an oil. Yes and no. So yes, it is clarified butter, but it is clarified. Okay, so how big of a nerd do I want to be right now? Butter will separate because it's an emulsion. It's got the butter fat and the other stuff. At 250 degrees is when that separates. Past 250 degrees is when that starts to burn. The oil part. That's why it turns brown. That's why it has that smell.
And those are the butter fats.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. And I'm not a fan of that. I can't get past the smell for the flavor. I'd rather have pure clarified butter.
And it is so quick before it goes brown
yes.
to burn.
You really have to watch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brown to black.
You're like, oh, this looks amazing. It smells amazing. It smells like I'm in a movie theater. Because that's what they use, by the way, is clarified butter. And then all of a sudden you're like, what happened? Why is it brown? Because it got away from you. Deborah says, Jared and I, the butter guy. Yeah. Love it. I'm going to start wearing bow ties. No, I'm not. Let's see. Let me clear some of this mess. This is what I love. I love my new shelf. Okay. Yep. Feels warm enough in there to me. So what I'm going to do is, how do I want to do this? I'm going to turn these bad boys over. Well, one of them. One for each side, anyway. Then I'm going to add a slice of American cheese. Real American cheese, not plastic. And then I'm going to find a spoon. This is where I've stopped reading the recipe. I'm like, I think I've got the concept. We're good, right? Sure.
Wow, that's a lot of filling.
Might be right. Let me cut it back. Let me bring some over.
That's not a problem. I didn't say
I
was mad at it.
Well, you kind of said, but it's all right.
You got some wandering cheese there.
I did. They call me the Wanderer. Yeah, I'm the Wanderer. Putting all my heat out, man.
Right.
What was I, raised in a barn? Well. Now then, Josh, does this have to be perfect?
No.
No. So why am I bothering?
I don't know. Because you're obsessive compulsive about certain things,
I am.
retentive about certain things.
It's like you know me. It's like you worked with me for nearly 3 years.
Has it been that long?
Hurt near.
Hurt near, wow.
Isn't that crazy? And we've done about 6 shows.
6 good ones, anyway.
Right, yeah. All right. Now, y'all thought I was playing around. I'm not. Just a little bit more black pepper. That's good, that's good. Okay, is there anything else?
Were we going to put cheddar on one?
Thank you, Josh.
Yes.
Sitting right here.
Is that the sliced or the...
No, we did sliced American, and we're doing shredded cheddar.
Okay.
Any brand will do. I happen to have gotten mine for a great value. Oh. There we go. Sorry, guys. I always forget about moving those comments out of the way. Beautiful, beautiful. Quit saying beautiful. Good game. Good game. All right, now then, for the fun part. Figure out how to get these tricky dickies down in here without burning myself on them. Because I got to reach way in because I'm not... Oh, wait a minute.
Don't
Ha-ha.
you have something that like sits in there? Oh, look at that.
Thank you to my nephews and niece for being on the show, forcing me to buy a step stool.
Now, is there enough room in that thing for?
There is, but barely. Now then.
So, what, we're going to melt the cheese and then grill the bread?
No. It's all happening in the air fryer.
It really is?
It really is.
Oh, wow.
Now, here's what I'm going to do.
Well, what's that other pan there for?
Comparison.
Comparison. Oh, are we going to compare?
Yeah, why not? I'll do one more. Now, I am not one of those anti-heel people when it comes to bread. But for tonight, we're going to anti-heel it.
Well, you can always turn the heel over.
You can.
Yeah.
But not tonight.
Then they'll never know.
I got to save something for when I get home. What? All right.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Me neither. All right. Now then, I'm just going to do this my way. All right. So here's how we do this.
That's your way.
It's your way. Do what you want to do.
So you're not putting a cheese barrier on the bottom.
Well, I'm going to do it on the other side.
Okay.
Cheese barrier, where you be? Abity, right here. Stupid. All right. More of that shredded cheddar, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm,
You got to take the car around back and park the car. What am I doing? Now it's important to pat it down. Good cheese, good cheese. Now then, here's the best part. Oh, I forgot to turn my thing on. That's all right. It'll just take a second. Move this out of here, move this out of here, move this over there, move this out of here. Are you laughing at me?
no.
Okay. You should be.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Cindy says, I saw this recipe on Facebook. Glad you're trying it. I haven't had time yet. Yes, in fact, I'm pretty sure, Cindy, you're the one that sent this to me. But it was like 6 months or a year ago or something. I don't know. It's been quite a while. Easy for me to say, they rebooted Magnum PI. Good Lord. Yeah, I agree. Oh.
You know, that show was all about the mustache, really.
It is. Look here. Here's a secret. Secret. I got a secret.
A little bit of
Bacon
bacon
grease.
pack. Yeah. Grease it up.
Now, why butter your bread when you just butter the pan instead?
I've done that before.
It's the way to go.
Yeah.
Now, I wish I had cast iron, but I didn't bring that with me tonight. So, and we had a
Are
viewer...
you one of those cast iron snobs?
No, I'm not a snob about it. I just know this would be a good time to use it. And we actually had one of the viewers of our show ask about that, and I will address that on the next recorded episode of Rock and Roll Recipes. Because just like the knife breakdown, there's a breakdown of knowing when to use what pans for what job. So, this would be one of those. Now then, let's get some heat going here on this bad boy. I think I'm going to successfully use 3 different cutting boards tonight. Because why not, right?
Yeah.
All right, got this, got that. Done with that. just gonna sit here and eat an apple. No, I'm not. All right. Yeah. Feel like I ask this all the time, but I'm going to continue to ask. What would you like to see us make next? What topic of show would you like to see us cover next? What color are your underwear? Those are the 3 questions tonight.
If you're wearing them.
Yeah, if you're wearing them. Okay. Now then, here you go. Why not get as fancy as we can possibly be? And by fancy, I mean extra AF.
Is it 250?
No. It's cold. It's cold. I don't want it to get too hot because it's Teflon. I want, if it was cast iron, that'd be a different story. But not tonight. Tonight we're going to go easy. Nothing like taking a sandwich and making it for an hour. TMI. No, I don't know. Marty says the Magnum PI played Diablo on the original Suicide Squad. Oh, okay. Do you know what any of those words mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, maybe that's what's TMI for Deb. The no. The Magnum and the Magnum PI. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm tired of waiting. Put that puppy in there, man. All right. What's the secret? What's the secret looking like over here? Secret. I got a secret. It's looking good. Okay, I already got it. Spatula. Oh, well, that would help. Fahrenheit. Hot damn. Perfect. It is 250. Well, it's 250. Perfect. Apparently nobody wants to see any more episodes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fine. It was a good run. Let's see here. Oh, let's do see. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how that happened. There is a bread off of the sandwich.
Bummer.
Let's see here. If I was a thing, where would I be? Here we go. Get off of me. Now this looks contorted because it was. Oh! Oh!
Language. Falling apart there. Let's take a look at that. There you go. That's appetizing.
Hey, that'll be mine for later. That'll be ours for now. All right, so here's what I'll do. Set it on that tray, out of sight, out of mind. It's like it never happened. Okay, I'll just set it there. I don't know why I brought this, but more dishes. Keep this over here. Getting there. Okay, now, Josh, do you know how the secret to making a sandwich fancy?
Cut it diagonally.
You got it. Josh is all about a cross-cut shot.
I am. Show that cross.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. It's. Look at that.
That's delicious. Now, this heel looks a little darker on camera, but it's not. Here's the other
crust?
side. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, the crust. Sorry, I said the heel. It's beautiful. So, we're going to do that. Let me see where we're at here. I'm going to go ahead and flip it regardless. Yep, there we go.
That's not bad. Colors.
Yeah.
Pretty right on.
Pretty right on. Pretty same. Now then, here we go. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
These are the moves. Get out of here. Carries a towel on his neck through the whole show and doesn't use it. The other thing that's going to go good with a grilled cheese sandwich is what, Josh?
I'm assuming you brought some sort of tomato soup.
Tomato bisque, buddy.
I'm glad it's a bisque. I'm not a fan of tomato soup, but bisques, they're pretty right on.
They are, huh? So, this is a from-scratch, homemade tomato bisque that I made. Let me jump down off this stool that I don't need anymore.
So, define the difference between a tomato soup and a bisque.
A bisque is French.
Yes.
No, a bisque is usually got a cream in it.
Yes. I thought.
And it's a little bit thicker than what I would know a tomato soup to be.
Are bisques all like tomato based?
You know, I actually don't know that.
I know like crab bisque has a tomato base to it as well.
And we will be making this on the show at some point. But when I make this, I make a point to make a lot, and then I freeze it. And that's what I had done, was had a pot of boiling water that, sorry, I keep looking over there.
Well, I thought you were going to turn over and take that over. So
A pot of boiling water, and then put my Ziploc bag in there. I do that instead of microwaving my Ziploc bag because I'm not big on microwaving Ziploc bags from frozen because I want to know, just like my cheese. I don't want plastic. Dumped the water out, put in the soup once it was thawed, and then brought it to temperature. And here's what we got. So, here's mine.
that looks delicious, dude.
Thanks. Actually, that's whichever. It doesn't matter. Sandwich is a sandwich.
Hey,
Beautiful.
Jared, you might want to check that comment section. I think we've bumped the mouse around a little bit.
Come on. There we
There
go.
we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost those. There we go.
Russell says, I'm always down for cooking episodes. I always slide my chopped veggies with my knife. I appreciate the pro tip. Yeah, you're very welcome. That's one of the things that I did. It's a habit, honestly, that I've had to break. And as you saw, I did it one time, and I was like, oh, don't do that. So I'm still in the process of breaking it, but at least I have the knowledge behind why not to do it. You're just tearing your knife up and creating gouges in it, basically, that when you sharpen your knife won't go away. Woo! Beautiful. Anybody keeping tally yet? How many times I say beautiful? No? Okay. Off. Everything is off. And that. If I was smart, I would have kept some of those charred ones and done that, but that's
Yeah.
all right. Right comments
there.
in the way. Sorry. That is how you make grilled cheese. Sorry, jalapeno popper grilled cheese sandwich and tomato bisque. Chris says chicken wings, chicken picking and commando. What?
That's what he's doing. I think he's eating chicken wings. He's
Chicken picking and
he's
oh
command,
no,
going
okay,
commando.
gotcha.
That's what-
Yeah. He's the only one that answered the three. Oh man, see that's what happens when nobody answers. I forget what I ask. Yeah, no, good, perfect, beautiful. Good saying that. You can't chicken pick if you're not commando. So that's that. Let's see here. We need some
Spoons?
spoons. Are you a tablespoon or a teaspoon kind of guy?
It doesn't matter. Just
Good.
them out the same way.
You're good. All right, Josh, you want to come on over?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, the one and only Pod Boy, producer of the audio roast. He's straight from the Shire. Give it up for
got that Hobbit in?
Joshua Poole. Yay! All right, whichever one you want.
Whichever. It doesn't matter.
Good, this one's on my side. Oh man, I'm so excited.
Put these in here.
Yeah. Perfect. I mean, beautiful. Now, I'm not giving too much away on how I make this. You might get a little piece of a carrot or a little piece of celery because there's vegetables in this. It's not just tomatoes. So if you don't want it perfect, good. It's more for me. That does not suck. Now then, here's what we're all here for tonight.
Okay.
Now, I'll do a dip one, but I'm going to do a not dip one first.
Yeah, not bad.
Remember when I said I was fighting your urge to want to put cheese in that? Cream cheese? Should have.
Yeah, I really should have. Would have been more melty.
Should have. That does not suck, but that's how I would have bumped it up a notch.
Now, recipe did not call for the cream cheese in there, right?
It did call for cream cheese. It did not.
I mean, the grated cheese.
Right.
That work?
With a dunk, that's the move.
Right on.
And that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right. Well, you want to sit here and eat the rest of this on camera, or do you want to
I think we probably ought to
shut her down, y'all?
check comments and then shut the thing down.
I thought I had that off. I did not. Chris Hankins, what would you like to see us make next? Also, what topics would you like? Also, Mr. Hankins, message me after the show in a group message with the you-know-who's, and let's get him on the show. Man, that was good.
Yeah, that's worth every carb.
Yep. Woo! So good.
Yeah,
So good.
very good.
Yeah, I like the recipe did say you can put bacon in there if you'd like. I'm like, what do you mean can? Of course we will.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's an option for bacon,
Then bacon.
it is always bacon. That is always the right answer.
Yep. When in doubt,
Bacon.
bacon. All right. Cindy says, looks yummy. Yes, Cindy, thank you again for sending us this. Would recommend. I would also recommend putting cheese inside of
Cream cheese mixture.
the cream cheese mixture. Go heavy on it.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
And you know what? It definitely having the garlic in there, real garlic in there, made a whole
It does.
huge difference.
Okay, so thank you for saying that. There's times, I've said this before, there's times when you can cheat. Grated cheese. You could have used the recommended onion powder and garlic salt. Garlic powder.
Just wouldn't have been the same.
But it would not. It would not. I know that the onion powder, the garlic powder, et cetera, and so on, comes from somewhere. But where? Was it garlic? I don't know. I do know about that. If you want to eat good food, eat healthy food, eat real food, buy real food. We're in a preservative hell, so quit with the bottles of stuff and just make it, man. It's not that hard. Russell says French dip. Never done it, but I'm for it. Chris says I was seriously. Commando. Okay. Oh, about making chicken wings. Yes, we are going to have. Should we say, Josh?
Sure, why not?
We are going to have a wing off. Commando. No. We're going to have a wing off here on the show. Josh has got a recipe. I've got a recipe. Somebody else has got a recipe. And we're going to have some special guest judges that are going to be blindfolded and unbiased. And right here in front of everybody, we'll decide that mine is the best.
Probably.
Probably not. I don't know. Cindy says, you're welcome. Yes. Always add cheese and bacon. I am not a garlic fan. Oh!
Oh, jeez.
I thought we were friends. No, I get that. That's all right. And I know that, here's the thing, too. I've got a friend of mine that is allergic to onions. So whenever she comes over, like for a party and stuff, when I'm making things, I have to keep that in mind. And I do use onion powder then, because that's easier for her to digest for whatever reason. But when it's just me trying to eat good food, it's real food. That's what's up. All right. I'm going to quit eating on camera now. Josh, you want to hit the thing? Let us go to the comments and skip a whole bunch of stuff. Probably. Aww, we already made our sandwich. All right. So, do we have a thing?
Well, remember we did the picture-in-picture on something else.
Yeah, so we might be able to... You could probably just hit desk segment or something if you've got that pulled up.
So we could do that. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Now you can just change the camera.
Yeah, I could.
Boom!
Hey!
Dude, that looks good. Not bad for live. Let me scoot this over. So, yeah, out of time. However, you can check out the audio roast in a little bit. I'm in the process of redoing that a little bit, making it a little bit smoother, more sleek and sexy and commando. Hashtag Woody Nubs. And we are going to have an awesome website again. I'm having to redo like the entire merch section because our merch supplier, because of the supply chain, is out of stock on a lot of stuff. So, and a lot of that says Audio Roast Podcast. So we're getting rid of that, and we're replacing it. And we're going to look at getting some really cool new merch in there, too. So, here in a little bit, check out... Oh, yeah, oops, wrong week. Next. There we go. Final thoughts. My final thoughts are... Use real food, don't scrape your knife, and when you're doing the chicken wing, go commando. Boy, I couldn't have screwed that up anymore. My final thoughts are this. Thank you so much for being along for the ride. We don't even know what we're doing next. That's what makes us kind of fun. Tonight was literally a concept that we came up with at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And here we are. You wonder why it took an hour to make a sandwich. Cindy, I'm sorry, not Cindy. Robin Phillips is here. She says, I actually seen part of this. I'm not sure which part you seen, but we made jalapeno popper grilled cheese sandwiches. And they are delicioso. And I happen to have some tomato bisque in my back pocket, homemade from scratch. We are winning over here. Josh, you got any final thoughts, sir?
No, nope, nothing today.
Call your moms.
I already did.
Okay, no more final thoughts.
I led by example on that one.
You did. What time is it? 9? My mom's probably already in bed.
Yeah.
Mom stuff. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, it's gonna wrap it up like a burrito for this episode. What? Don't forget that times are hard for everybody out there, so may your love of music and your cup of coffee and your jalapeno pop or grilled cheese be strong, but your sense of humor be even stronger. We'll see you right here sometime soon. Stick around. Not stick around. We're not going to anything. We're out of here. Love you, mean it. Have a good week. Be kind to one another. Play the Powerball or something. I don't know. Bye. Love you, mean it.